Broadcasting from Watts Creative Studios and live on Grove Street FM. You're listening to Talk Local to Me, brought to you by the Central Virginia Business Coalition.
Hey everyone, I'm thinking that y'all probably were, it's 6 minutes past, and I know that everyone out there is thinking, where in the world is Talk Local to Me at? How am I supposed to survive the rest of my Wednesday?
We go live
Don't
precisely when we intend to.
Whenever Woody decides that
I go by the Gandalf way.
I can go live, we are here for you, for the listeners. It's what it's about. It's about everyone out there listening. We just, we're chilling today because you know why? It's freezing outside, so we're all in here where it's nice and toasty and warm. And this will allude to if y'all hear rumblings upon the roof today during the podcast. We just we realize that there's somebody walking around on top of the roof, and it's a metal roof, right? Woody, is that why we're
It is.
so
It's
loud?
a metal roof.
Yeah.
The wind has almost destroyed this part over here, unfortunately.
So you can hear it.
You can hear Santa Claus on the
It
roof.
sounds like it's thundering.
Yes. And let's shout out to the roofer though.
Yeah.
Poor guy. Like, it is windy, cold, and he's up there fooling with cold metal, probably just,
Poor
yeah.
thing.
So poor guy.
I feel like we should go out there and give him some hot chocolate or something.
Yeah, we'll wait till it warms up, then go out there and give him some hot.
That's right. That's right.
It's too cold for me to go out there now.
We'll wait till he's done. And then we may let him inside.
Poor guy.
Sit by the fire.
Yeah.
No, so so if y'all hear a little bit of a rumbling around up there, that's what's happening. And so I feel like we have a great show today. We're going to be talking with our wonderful friends, Kristen and Chris Breedlove with Minnie's Travel Boutique. Not all about Disney. We're going to talk about Disney, but we're also going to be talking about our upcoming Lead On Summit and some great things that they have coming up. And then, I wanted to start off a little bit just leading into a few things going on. It's just Talk Local to Me. So I want to talk about some local happenings, local things getting ready to happen in the community. And also I just want to let y'all know, because I know y'all were listening last week as I was giving y'all updates, and I'm not going to update the NCAA tournament like I did the ACC tournament. And yes, friends, yes, Duke won. I'm a little salty still, so we're not going to talk about it. But I will say my team, UVA, played fabulous and at least made it to the finals. And what's that look for? Autumn gave me this look. Like she was... Okay, I'm just checking. It looked like she was giving me this look like, oh, your team made it to the finals.
If you're not first, you're last. But that's
all right. Autumn is no longer... Cut her
Shake
mic.
and bake, baby.
Her mic is now cut off, please.
I think it was. I think Woody just
It
finally
was.
turned
Sorry.
it on.
I saw. I'm sorry.
See, Woody had that preemptive. He knew.
I knew.
Like-
I saw the heat coming
Yeah,
from over there,
I was
and
like,
that
"Thanks,
was
Woody."
it. Yep.
So I'm going to just say this real quick, though, because this was my first time ever going to the Greensboro Coliseum for ACC basketball. And my best friend and I went out, and I wasn't really sure what to expect. Let me just tell you, I will now be going every year for the rest of eternity because it was so much fun. I got to watch. We were there from 10 a.m. until midnight watching basketball. And for those of you who aren't basketball fans, you probably can't understand the excitement of that, but it was so awesome. And the people there were so cool. And even from other teams, like it was really fun to just sit and talk with other teams and kind of rib them a little bit about the wins and the losses. And some people weren't as fun to play with as others, but some were really, really fun. We got to meet some characters. I'm not even gonna lie. We met this one guy out in the parking lot. I'm not even joking about one. He wasn't even sure where his car was. And we were like, dude, you probably shouldn't find your car because I'm not so sure you should be driving said car if you do find it. But it was a lot of fun. And I'm excited for the NCAA. So if you're basketball fanatics like myself, my prediction, I'm not going to predict as much of a UVA fan as I am. I don't foresee us making the run all the way to the national champions. I'm real. I'm a realist. I can be a fan and still be real about it. But there's some good teams out there this year for real. If you're not a fan.
Well, at least you're not in the NIT, so.
Yeah, well, I know. We were last year, and I was not excited. Although, at least we went. And that's my dig on UNC. Sorry. But Okay, so before I start getting Woody's phone starts blowing up because I'm talking, about basketball. People get their feelings hurt.
Real quick. That happens real quick.
It
What?
does.
People get their feelings.
Yes.
Well, that's
I mean,
about any and everything these
that's
days.
worse than politics. People over sports. That's it. Yeah.
So I saw this. Now you've got me down a whole different.
Oh,
rabbit
here
hole.
we go.
I saw this funny video. I don't remember if it was on TikTok or if it was like a Facebook reel the other day. And it was like this guy, and he was walking through a hallway, right? And it shows him like accidentally bump his shoulder like on the hall, like the corner of the hall, of the hallway. And so it's like if he was in the 70s, he just bumps it and he just keeps on walking like, 80s, he bumped it and he kind of looked at the hallway like, what? Like, you want to fight? Kind of like, what's up with that? And then the 90s was kind of a little bit more like he bumps it and then he's just like, ow, and he's rubbing his shoulder. And then he got to like the 2000s and he hits it and he falls on the floor and he rolls around and he's like, oh my gosh, because it's, that's where it's kind of alluded to. Like you've gotten to where, in the 70s, you shook it off. It didn't matter. And now it's like everything, there's an issue about everything. And I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. And again, phone calls, I don't even have the number to tell you to call, but that's all I'm going to say about that. So, couple things I wanted to touch on before we get into the meat of the podcast today is that I'm really good at these segues. Speaking of meat. I'm done. Turn us off. Porterhouse Catering is serving barbecue up at our office location today.
I didn't know where this was going.
Time to cut Heather's mic off. Autumn, you want to kick it off?
Well, I didn't know if we were going meat as in like Porterhouse or like meat as in they were going to Disney,
I mean,
I didn't mean it like inappropriate.
What would
we need a commercial
meat
break
going to Disney?
Yeah.
How does that even work?
after these messages. We'll be right back.
Okay. So Porterhouse Catering.
This episode made it 7 minutes, by
Yeah.
the way. Just so y'all will keep it
Before
track.
it went in the
That's
trash.
it. 7 minutes.
I'm so glad y'all are here today to witness this. No, Porterhouse Catering is up at our office again today, 805 Berks Hill Road. They have the barbecue plate, the pulled chicken. I think they have chicken salad today.
Ooh.
They have mac and cheese. And again, I can't stress enough the goodness of the mac and cheese. Like,
Woody, back us up on it,
It is every time. In fact, you brought it up today. I might go over there during lunch. Every time I hear he's at
yeah,
your place,
yeah.
I go over there. It is amazing. It's the best.
He's
I look
there.
forward to it.
I do too. He's
Yeah.
there, and he's there. He should be there till about 2. And while you're there, stop in at All Things Local. I will say we have like 3 new vendors, and we just had some people bring in a whole lot of new spring decor, so you can go spend your money there too. But definitely check out Porterhouse. And one of the reasons I'm bringing up Porterhouse is also I want to talk about this weekend. Porterhouse is throwing a fundraiser dinner for our very own Helen Walters, who owns Sister to Sister Cafe here in Bedford, that burnt down back at the end of January. She also suffered a tragic loss with her son just a few weeks after that. And I really, Helen and Crystal were going to join me on the show today, but Crystal was a little under the weather. So I told them I still wanted to support and talk about the event. But Porterhouse really kind of spearheaded it along with Crystal to get this up and running. So they're doing a barbecue dinner and silent auction March 18th from 5 to 8 p.m. And they are looking at it's at the Outpost at Bedrock Community Church. So right off of Main Street, 402 East Main Street. Dinner plate suggested donation is $10. So that's what they're asking everyone to come and pay $10. And then there are some great silent auction items. I know that we have a silent auction item that we have put in with the CVABC. We have a basket of different goodies from inside of our All Things Local store. We purchased some things that we put in there, along with some gift certificates to local members of ours. So we have Bridge Street Cafe. We have London Salt Spa gift certificate in there. We have Somewhere to Go Cafe gift certificate in there. So we threw a whole bunch of things into a basket. So lots of people have been donating to the silent auction. election. And so they're encouraging everyone to come out. The money is going to go to Helen to help her, you know, to be honest, however she sees fit, whether it's to go towards, you know, rebuilding, whether it's to go toward just finances and things that she needs, you know, for her home, or to, you know, anything like that. We just want to show Helen some love and show her how much the community comes together here in Bedford and even in surrounding counties. So if you're looking for something to do on the 18th, you want to head out and just have a good barbecue dinner. I encourage you to go to the Outpost at Bedford Community Church, Bedrock Community Church, and support Helen Waters. And a big thank you to Porterhouse Catering and to Crystal Johnson as well for putting that together. So if you're looking, Woody, for more barbecue, you can head there.
I think it's Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I was on the
I'm not
fence.
trying to put you on the
No,
spot.
I was on the fence about barbecue, but I think like that's what I'm gonna have for lunch today.
It's delicious. Now
Yeah.
I love their pulled chicken. That's
what
my
I get.
favorite.
I get the chicken plate with the green beans and mac and cheese.
I get the pulled chicken with mac and cheese, and then if they bring me more mac and cheese, I'm excited about that.
Well, you know,
So-
last
The
time
mac
on
and cheese.
last time I was on the podcast, I was just over here eating a bowl of coleslaw and a bowl of mac and cheese.
She
So,
was right here on the podcast.
I
eating
was.
mac
I
and
was-
cheese.
It's
So-
so good.
And then the next thing I did want to quickly bring up, and then we're going to chat about lead on, is that we are hosting April 14th. Our job fair is happening at the Lynchburg campus of CVCC, and we're going to be in Merritt Hall. And we are currently accepting any employers that are hiring that want to come in and, you know, hopefully get some help. I know, you know, I was looking the other day and they had a jobs report out where small businesses report that they have a record high level of job openings.
Mm.
And I mean, I thought right after COVID, there was like this record high level. It's even worse. I mean, we are nearly half of small businesses cannot even stay open their normal business hours because they cannot fill, you know, they can't fill positions to help keep their businesses running. And it's hard for small businesses. When you think about it, a lot of these small businesses are mom and pops. They you know, they're family, and they need to go out and do things for family, but they don't have anyone to help run the store. And so, you know, the labor demand right now is extremely strong for a small business, and we want to help, hopefully, encourage people to come out and seek out those jobs and help out our businesses and at least in this area. So, you know, we're currently signing up businesses. We've got a good amount that are, you know, are signing up. I think having it at CVC's campus is a great opportunity because we're reaching out to, of course, the students there to come by and look into whether it's for summer jobs, you know, something they might even look into more of a long term. And then, you know, we're going to be reaching out to Liberty, quite a few other schools in the area, and then of course just the community as a whole. So there's no cost for you to come out and talk to these employers. We want you to come out and kind of see what's out there open for you. And then also Talk Local to Me will be there. We're going to be live broadcasting from the job fair, talking to the employers about what they're looking for and what we're doing there. And if you're an employer that's getting ready to set up, here's some special news. Breaking news. Porterhouse Catering is providing lunch for every employer that's there set up that day. So special lunch for all employers that comes with your you know, your fee to set up. So if you're hiring, whether it's 1, 2, 10 positions, this is a great opportunity to come out and at least get that out there to the public. So just wanted to put out there. And if you're out there and you're sitting down listening to this today and you're eating bonbons or not doing anything, come get a job. I mean, I'm just going to say, this is a controversial, it's going to be the controversial episode. Come on now. People need your help.
I like
We
it
need you-
bonbons.
That's what I was thinking.
I like bonbons. I mean, I sit around and eat bonbons, but then I get up and go to work.
Great. Now I want barbecue and bonbons.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, you
Thanks
want
a bunch.
bonbons now too?
Thanks a bunch.
Hey, you
I have never had a bonbon.
Mm.
I've actually never had a Twinkie either.
what?
Yes, I have never had a Twinkie or Snowball, like any of those like iconic like Little Debbie cakes. I've never
I'll cater the next episode.
Don't you
I'll
say
bring
it.
Dwayne.
I have never even had a zebra cake. Like
That's sinful, right? That's
Okay,
a
now I'm
zebra
gonna have
cake.
to call you on that because I gave you those when you were
That's
little.
Oh,
yeah.
I do not remember them. I've
Whatever.
not had them as an
Mm.
adult.
I am a good mother. I gave my kids zebra
You need to
cake.
stop today and get zebra cake. I love
Like cosmic brownies and oatmeal cream pies and fudge rounds and honey buns are like my go-to.
Oh no, it's supposed to take rolls all day. No, see, we're all off into different topics.
Yeah.
Speaking of bonbons though, if you are looking for some good chocolate, you want some bonbons, go up to the Blue Lady because Ippolito's chocolate, like they have some great chocolate right now. And I'm not even gonna lie, they
Ooh.
have chocolate dipped graham crackers.
They're
And
so
they don't
good.
sound like they'd be fat, but they are. Anyway.
And they make their own like homemade moon pies,
Oh yeah.
and they're so good.
That's
Yeah.
my weight and like diabetes
Talk about food on the show.
has increased this episode. I feel it. I feel it over
Did you say
here.
you have diabetes?
Yeah, I'm gonna have diabetes because I mean all the line that Little Debbie carries. Okay, I'm just going to food line
Well, they're 2 for
No.
$5 if you
and
like.
putting everything in the basket.
I'm not gonna. There are some of those though. I'm not a fan. I don't like what are the Nutter Butter things? The
Oh,
things?
those are the best.
They're-
Nutty Bites. Okay, this is.
No.
I know you must eat them. Do you peel them apart or do you just eat them whole?
Ooh.
Oh, they're devoured.
Okay.
There's no delay. You just-
Like
you just- it's
it's
open.
like a
it's gone.
controversial thing.
Do
Like,
not
do you
slow
like
the
peel like
process.
all the layers of the Nutty Buddy apart, or do you just eat it whole?
You-
And like,
Chunk it.
okay, this is another like, and then we can go on back on topic of lead on. But like for me, everybody looks at me weird because like Kit Kat bars, I just eat them. I do not break them apart.
Oh
It's
no,
a
you
candy bar.
I just like eat it.
Oh.
My husband's like, you're supposed to like do like one by one. I'm like, nah, I just I don't have time for that. Especially when I'm driving. I just eat it and I just go.
I'm super weird about how I eat some of my stuff, like Cadbury eggs.
She
I love
is.
Cadbury eggs, but I have to eat them where I break them apart and then I lick the cream out. And then I eat but I love Cadbury eggs. They're my favorite. I wish that was
Anyways.
a chocolate that was around all year long. All right, I'm done.
Lead on.
I feel like I'm just going to put this out there. I'm over here sitting listening to this whole conversation. We started with
Yes.
with meat,
Yes.
then it went to bonbons,
Yep.
Little Debbie cakes and zebras and oatmeal pies and Nutty Buddies
And Cadbury
and
eggs.
Cadbury eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
we
if
know
you're
how to.
listening and you're eating a salad, I'm sorry.
I feel for you.
We are not salad eaters.
You
here.
need
We're
to
here.
throw the salad away.
Yes. Yes. But yeah, that was I don't even know how we got down that rabbit hole, but I'm telling you, this is like the show where they're like, how many people can you fit in a room that probably have like ADHD? We're just like squirrel, and we just start talking about something
Yes.
else. Like that's what I feel like we are today.
Hey, speaking of squirrels, that's not really a squirrel, but he is an otter.
Oh yeah,
Hey, look who it is.
What a great transition.
Thank you,
Grover.
buddy. We got Grover over here.
Aw,
Grover
thank
the
you.
otter.
I mean, he was grooving before the podcast.
Oh.
Exactly.
His many talents.
Oh,
Good old Grover.
So Grover has a new commercial out. I see.
he does.
I mean,
He's-
since last week.
it's running on television right now. He's a star. It's
Wait,
running
no,
on.
stop.
It is.
What?
Yeah.
What television? Like where? What?
All streamings and maybe even broadcast soon. Yeah. Starting
Okay.
yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of him. I feel like he
Yeah.
is really stepping up in the world.
He is.
I mean, Woody, you need to keep up.
Well, I know. I
He
feel
is.
bad. I'm slacking. Well,
Woody,
you know,
your bonbons.
he loves all the podcasts that come in here, and he wants to do his best to promote them all. And the app is the best way to do it. And so he thought, well, one, he wanted to be in a commercial, a well done
Mhm.
commercial featuring him. He wanted to be the star, so
Yeah,
we did
of
that.
course.
And then he said, well, what's the use in having a commercial if you're not going to put it on TV? I said, well, that's true. So let's put it on TV, and there you go.
How does he talk with you? Does he email?
You know-
text?
okay,
Like, what's
so-
your best way?
Yeah, he likes to text a lot. So
Chris has been wondering this the whole time.
yeah,
No,
Yeah.
I'm sitting here thinking, okay, because there's like a back room over here. It's like the door's half open.
yeah,
And I bet this is what happens. And maybe Woody, one day you can do it behind the scenes.
yes,
Get your camera set up. I can just picture Grover on the desk. He's staring at you.
yeah.
And then you know exactly what he's saying.
That's it.
And then next thing you know, he's plastered all over, the stream services and his comic books out.
That's it. He just kind of looks. He gives me the look, the otter
Mhm.
look. Y'all know the otter
Mhm.
look, and he
Mhm.
gives it
But
to me.
you
I'm
kn-
like, I got you. I
He's
know
he's got you. But then you know that you're behind or you're even, in trouble with if his hoodie is on.
Oh yeah,
If his hoodie's on, you're
that's
getting the look.
That's trouble Grover right there.
Mhm.
That's you butter. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's like boxing, Grover.
that's yeah. that's weekend
He's
Grover
ready,
right there.
man.
That's hood rat Grover.
That's
I feel like the next Creed movie is going to feature Grover with his little.
Grover.
that's the
and
next
Creed.
book.
That's
Grover goes boxing.
mugshot Grover right there.
So sorry, listeners, we're kind of
Sorry.
off on a different tangent.
I'm so glad you're not streaming this video wise because I'm literally tears are coming to my eyes. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so yeah, if you haven't picked up, Grover's got some books. Can you get them on Amazon?
Yes, all 3 of them are on Amazon. 2 of them are here. But we have 3 books and they're all available online. So you can get them. The plushes are not available online yet though.
Okay.
Not
Those are
yet.
special.
There's a special. Maybe I could work out a deal with All Things Local. Maybe.
You could.
Maybe.
All Things
Have 'em
Local
there.
would be excited to have Grover hanging out on
All
the
day.
daily.
He might give you that look every now and again. And if he puts his hoodie on, you might just
If he puts his hoodie on, I'm about to shut the store down.
Yeah, you might want to lock the doors and walk away. 'Cause something's gonna happen.
I'm gonna put up a sign that said Grover's having a bad day. We're closed.
Yeah, the struggle is real.
Okay.
Actually,
Okay.
I'm looking through your comic book here, buddy, and
Back-
Wendell the black bear for some
Yes.
reason has a resemblance of you.
Oh, I haven't checked
Wendell's
out
my
Wendell.
spirit animal.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
All right.
I'm surprised you're not like Bigfoot tromping through the.
he's in the first book.
Oh, is
Bigfoot he makes a quick appearance in there. Yes,
Okay.
I
But Bigfoot can't be out for long because
no.
So speaking of leaders,
Yeah.
because Grover is
He is a leader.
he is a leader. Talk to us about this lead on
Yes, we're
summit.
finally getting there, guys. We're finally getting there.
Bring it
So-
around. Bring it around,
Back
Chris.
around.
Thank
All
you.
right, everyone, reel it in for the second half of the show. Yeah, so our lead on summit, which is coming up. Oh my gosh, it's coming up so quickly. March 30th. So we are not that far away. We are about 2 weeks. Yep, give or take 2 weeks out. And we are really excited. It is our first time hosting this event. And, y'all know me. I just get like a wild, oh, let's just do it. And that's what happens. So I just start throwing things together. So this was something though, actually, that had kind of come about for a couple of years. There used to be a thing that the retail merchants used to do called the retail merchants, like a workshop for retail merchants. And I kind of took it from that, but I wanted to focus on any and all business, not just retail. So that's kind of where we came on with the Lead On Summit. And it is exactly what it sounds like. It's about leading business owners into, just kind of showing them how they can go into 2023. And we're kind of leading them into it with how to grow, how to promote your business, how to market, how to financially, make sure that you're on that right financial path for your business. And it's something that I feel small business owners just really need right now. And I am really excited, honored to have Minnie's Travel Boutique as our title sponsor for this event, because you guys are the epitome of small business owners and family and all those things. And so a big thank you guys for that. And, just kind of tell me, like, what are some of the, what made you guys kind of lean towards the Lead On Summit as part of your sponsorship?
Yeah, well, so I guess leadership for Chris and I is just, we're big on it. This is such a question. It's a deep question.
It is. It really is.
It's
deep
such
question.
a good
After such a
question.
half hour of joking around the bonbons, we have to put in the deep questions now.
No, I think, as far as being a small business owner, such as Minnie's, and we've gone through quite a journey just when the ownership of Minnie's was transferred over to us, and what did that look like? And it takes grit to be a small business owner. And
Absolutely.
it's almost like, you go up on these highs and lows all the time, especially if you're a creative. If with creatives, I'm sure Woody can relate to this, is like, you're like, oh, I want to do all these things all at once. And then it's like, okay, I need a plan to get there. And sometimes you have to slow down in order to move forward. And so this is just going to be an incredible time for, not only CVABC members, but anybody in the area that is a business owner, and to come out and actually, like, this is what I call self-care for business owners, where they can come in and kind of be encouraged by like-minded people, but also different-minded people who can bring encouragement, but also teach you in the process. And it's going to be a time for you to have your cup full as a business owner, and that you're not alone. Because especially for entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, it can be such a lonely road. And this is going to be an opportunity for you to come out and not feel alone, to not give up, to be encouraged, and to keep going and moving forward, as Walt Disney would say. And this is why we're excited about it. We're really excited about the location of this place, which is the
Peaks Retreat.
the
Yep.
Peaks and Adventure
Yep, the
Retreat
Peaks
Center.
Retreat Adventure Center. Yeah.
We had the opportunity to meet Susan.
Yep.
And she's the director.
Mhm.
And she was incredible to talk to. But that's actually how Chris and I met, was at a camp. We both worked at a camp. I was a ropes course instructor and Chris was the photographer. And we were just babies at that time in leadership positions ourselves. So we felt like the location of where you all chose it to be, we were like, yeah, we have to be involved with this. We have to support this, because if anything, CVABC as a whole has done nothing but like help me to kind of climb out of my introvertedness a little bit and to shine in areas where I never thought I could. So I just feel like this is a great way for minis to give back and invest in those that have, maybe even those that maybe have never felt like they invested in us, but just like talking to us and grabbing me out of my shell, like that was huge. And I felt like, wow, I was so encouraged. I wasn't alone and I was loved on in a way that I really needed to be, and invested in kindness and support. And so if you're listening to this right now, whether you're on the road, you're sitting alone, or maybe you're just in a time in your life in your business where you are just not certain what the next step is. The next step is to go to the Lead On Business Summit, which is going to be on Thursday, March 30th, starting at 9 a.m. This is going to be a great event, and it's very affordable. For CVABC members, it's $75, and for non-members, it's $99. And honestly, what you're about to get is going to be incredible. It's going to be an amazing time for you to meet other like-minded individuals, but also to feel invested in. And this is self-care for a business owner. So take some time out of your day. If you need to take the time off from your day, I just said it earlier, sometimes you have to slow down to move forward. And maybe that is the day you need to slow down and invest in yourself. Take some time to reflect on your business and how you can move forward by being encouraged by like-minded business owners.
So, Woody, I'm going to need that entire
Yes.
clip
Yes.
so I can put it out to people.
Don't you worry. You
I
play
just
it
need
on
to
loop.
hire you. That was
Yeah, that was
hands down phenomenal. Like,
Thank you.
you did better describing the event than I would have. So I love it. And I loved what you talked about with the highs and the lows, because I think all business owners experience highs and lows and they go through it alone sometimes. And I think having somewhere where you're in a room of people that can potentially go, I'm doing this, I'm having the same problems. Like I have those same issues, and how do we work through them together? Like where do we, kind of, together we can probably find an answer to the problem, instead of just sitting there alone going, oh my goodness, I can't make this happen. I'm gonna have to close my doors. I'm gonna have to shut down. I can't do it any longer. And I think that's one of the reasons that I wanted to have this group of business owners get together and see, like, there are answers, there are options, and put them together. Because I remember when you first joined the CVABC.
Oh, man.
I'm just saying, like, one of my best, honestly, one of my first and best memories of Kristen was when we had our, I think it was the first networking event you came to, was our coffee talk at Wooldridge, correct? And she came, and we did a costume party because it was, it was a Halloween coffee talk. And, she told me she was going to come dressed up, and she was like, I'm going to come dressed as Snow White. Okay, if I'd have said I was coming dressed as Snow White, like, it had been something. Like, it would have been like a wig and maybe something that looked similar. But no. I'm talking full out Snow White costume. Like, I literally thought maybe she did come from Disney. Like, here came Snow White to the event. And, the winner of that got a free billboard, which
That's
you
exactly
won.
what I needed too.
And I remember you being so excited about winning that billboard.
I was like, you know what? They're going to give away a billboard. I'm going to work extra hard for that. And did my homework on Amazon on how to get the the outfit, because I mean, honestly, when you start on your own as a small business owner, you're investing your own money. You're and as a small business owner, you have to be willing to take the risk.
Mhm.
You have to take the risk. You have to put yourself out there, and you have to not care what other people think. And that was very hard for someone like me, because honestly, the first time I ever came to like the big networking retail merchant association that you guys had, it was at the Williams Stadium. No, it was
Hillcats.
It was at the Hillcats
yes.
Stadium, and I was so nervous. I got lost, and I literally only lived half a mile down from the Hillcat Stadium, but I got lost going there. My mind wasn't in it. I was scared, and I sat in my car. I actually cried.
I remember you
And
telling me
I
that.
was so nervous because I was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to put on these ridiculous looking Mickey ears. What am I doing? I just had resigned from a very amazing job at Liberty University. And I had to take the leap of faith to do my passion. And so this was part of my leap of faith and being obedient to what the Lord was calling me to do, as far as being, a travel agent with Minnie's at the time. And so before I went in to that networking event, I just cried it out, and I, dusted myself off, and I felt like, okay, I'm going to be okay. I know that, I'm a Christian, so I know God is going to go before me in this. And I went in and I saw Heather, and I just was like, I don't know what it was about you, Heather, but like, I just was like, I think everything's
Aw.
going to be okay. I
I
felt like I had an older sister there, and I was like, okay, it's going to be okay. And she introduced me to some pretty dynamic people that day. And I remember shaking the whole time, but I knew that, okay, this is something that I have to learn. So as a small business owner, you're always going to learn something, and you always have this opportunity to learn, move forward, and find solutions for things. And if they don't work, take some time for yourself to just reflect on those things, learn from them. But like, this is going to be such a fantastic event. And I really hope everybody that has this opportunity, that they come, because we don't want you to be alone. Like, I know Heather doesn't want anybody to be
That's right.
alone in this. And
I'll
it's
show
going
up
to
at
be
your house.
epic.
I mean, I'm good with that.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's going to be great. And we actually have a really cool announcement that we're going to be making specifically at this event.
Yep.
Um I'm very excited about it. It's my BHAG, which Jerry Falwell always called the big, hairy, audacious goal. So this is my BHAG for this year. And I'm very honored to be able, for Minnie's with the CVABC, to announce this amazing opportunity that is going to be coming to Lynchburg, Virginia on Friday, October 6th. I cannot give any more details regarding that. So if you want to get in on that amazing special announcement, then you will need to be at the Lead On Summit on Thursday, March 30th at 9 a.m.
And I will say too, like when you first joined, this was before y'all were not the owners at the time of Minnie's. You were just, doing the travel agent thing. And I think to see your progression in leadership in the last 3 years has been phenomenal, because, you're right. You kind of started out and you were nervous, and then just to kind of see where you guys have come, has been awesome. And that's what I want to see other small businesses do the same. I want to see them achieve those goals and get that confidence. And I love, and I'm so appreciative. Like, thank you for saying you felt that things were going to be okay when you came and met me.
I did. I really did, Heather. Like, the moment I saw you, I was like, okay, it's going to be okay, because I know I messaged her, and you just had this big inviting smile, and you were so happy to have me. And I was like, who am I amongst all these other people? But that's how you treated every single person that walked through the door. And that makes all the difference. Like, some people only have one time to impress somebody and also to accept them. And you did both instantly.
Well, I'm going to cry. Well, it's funny because like that's actually how I met one of my best friends, because Catherine, my friend Catherine, I met her. I used to work for the Bedford Chamber, and she came in, and she had this little cleaning company, just kind of off the wall, walked in. Hey, I heard about you guys. How do I, and she and I just we clicked instantly.
Yeah.
And I feel like, but I think that's the thing with me. And I don't say this, it's not a pat on the back. It's not to boost my ego.
It's your strength.
It's that it is. And I think it's because like I truly care. And if people don't hear this enough in the past couple of the times I talk about small business and
Mhm.
what I do,
Mhm.
like I truly care about you. I
Yeah.
truly care about small business. I truly care about, those that come through my door. I want to get to know them. And that is where I think like coming to this Lead On Summit though, that's what you need. You need
Yes.
you need to find people that truly care about you as a business. They care to see you progress. They care to see you grow. I just think that is a big
Yeah.
piece to why I wanted to do this event. I mean, we can do all the center fests in the world. I mean, we can do the parades. We can do all these things that they're fun.
Mhm.
They're a lot of
Yeah.
fun to
Yeah.
do. It's fun to get your name out there. It's fun to give away little gifts and prizes and whatnot and whatever. But what it really comes down to for a small business though is things like this, where you're really getting into the meat and potatoes of why you have a business. Why are you here and how are you going to continue to
Yeah.
move forward? Your booth at Centerfest is probably not going to be the reason you're still here next year.
Right.
It could be. But what you learn from some of these 6 speakers may very well do that for you. You may
Yes.
learn something. You may be struggling with something that you didn't realize you were even struggling with. But then you come in and you talk, and we have 6 phenomenal speakers that are going to be there this year. And I'll just run through them really quickly for everyone listening. We have, we're going to start our day off with Mike Cook. Mike Cook is with the Strategic Doers Group, and he is going to be doing the DISC assessment, your personality assessment. And if you've had them done before, that's fine. Come out still though, because sometimes things change.
Yes, I
Your
was gonna say
personality
that.
type can change. I will
Yes.
always be an extrovert. If I'm ever an introvert, y'all are going to do something that's really wrong with me.
Yeah.
But like things do, different aspects of that assessment change. But then you also get to meet other people that are like-minded individuals that are there at this specific conference
Right.
and being able to talk to them. So he's going to be there to talk about that. And
And
then,
I'm just gonna say Mike right now is in Epcot.
that's right.
Just saying, because he's at Epcot right
Yes.
now today, and I think he's about to ride Guardians of the Galaxy. Anyway,
Oh my goodness.
just wanted to
mean-
say hi, Mike. Hope you're enjoying Disney. Thanks for booking with Minnie's Travel Boutique.
That is awesome, and he will be there, and he can tell us our stories. Then we also have Allie. Allie Berger is going to be there. She works with
I'm really excited
Allure.
about this.
And and this will be one of the first times I've heard Allie speak, and she's actually also going to be speaking at our Empower
Yes.
event this year as well. And I'm really excited for her and everything that she's going to bring to the table. Then we have
So Allie is going to be talking about
sorry.
authenticity,
Yes.
create culture, and community. So that's going to be really, really cool. But I think Abe Loper's next, which
yeah.
I
He
love
cracks
his
me up.
name, and I am bringing him a bottle.
this is
You're going to bring
I
him a bottle
told
of
him
ranch?
I am. I'm bringing him the bottle of ranch, and we can.
it's called Feed Your Baby and Give Your Customers Ranch.
That is correct.
Yes.
And what does that mean? So let me just say, when I was talking, when I had some of the speakers come and we were kind of tossing around ideas of what we wanted to kind of look like, and Abe said, "Well, I have this thing I can do. It's called Feed Your Baby and Give Your Customers Ranch." And all of us looked at him like, "What? Like that is
Right?
the weirdest topic ever." And then when he went on to explain it, it made a lot of sense. So, Abe is a financial advisor with
Right.
Loper Financial. And so he is going to be working a little bit on the finance piece of the event. And so when he talks about feeding your baby, of course, your baby is your business. So how are you doing that? How are you feeding your business? What are you doing to help it grow? Like how, as any child, we want our children to grow nice and tall and strong, and
They need all their
and I need them to
vitamins.
support me later in life. So that's what we need. We need our businesses to do. And so then he got into the Gives the Customers Ranch part was the most confusing. And Abe is also a entrepreneur. Has owned a couple of small businesses. One being he used to own the White Hart Cafe in downtown Lynchburg. And so when he owned the White Hart, he was telling us how people would come up and they had like a very specific menu, and people would come and be like, "Can I have ranch with that?" And he'd be like, "No, because ranch doesn't go on that." Like, because he doesn't like ranch, and he just was like, the ranch does not go on fries or whatever it was
I
they
put
wanted.
ranch on everything.
But then he realized, because he tried ranch with something and realized, oh my gosh, that does work.
He listened to his customers.
And so he listened to his customers. And so giving the customers what they needed may not always be what you need, may not always be what you think is right.
And that is a humbling thing to learn, I will say.
It is.
That's amazing though. I'm excited because I have a feeling I'm going to learn a lot from Abe.
Yeah. So while the tagline for his thing is funny, it has a lot of really great, I think, information in it. And I'm excited to do that.
So I want to chime in here just for a second.
Yeah.
Because what he's going to talk about, and then also how you put that into a little bit of a history lesson with owning, the White Heart and putting ranch on this.
Mm-hmm.
And you sort of said this without these exact words. You were saying, try something, give the customers what they want. Try it, with the ranch. Try it this way. You've never thought of it this way, but try it this way, right? Well, this is sort of going back to a speaker that I recently heard from at a Disney event, and it was a leadership event. It was a small business ownership event, and we heard from a speaker named Kevin Brown, and I am transformed by his story and how he brought his entire Disney story, as well as what he does as a leadership speaker. Basically, he said, give the customers what they want, even if you don't have it.
Mm-hmm.
And that blew my mind. And it's almost like what you just said with the ranch,
right?
And, with Abe and whatnot. And I'm excited because going back to what the lead on is representing, we can all listen to podcasts. We can all listen and watch YouTube speakers, the recorded, messages and whatnot. And in fact, you can travel to a new state or another state and be a part of a massively tens of thousands of, people in this audience to hear from a speaker. But when it's in your own backyard and you're able to hear from your colleagues in the Central Virginia small business ownership world, there's something for everyone. You're going to pick up on their experiences, and you don't have to go to another state to do it. You don't have to, if you join today and you give $1,000, you'll get this 12-week course.
Right.
No, if you're a CVABC member, it's a discounted rate. And if you're not, it's still less than $100 to hear from 6 very influential, experienced, and amazing speaker. So it's pretty cool what this is representing.
And I think it's good to do it in this one-day course too, because I know and the chambers do great like leadership programs, but they always go like for 4 to 5 months. And people you can't always take off 2 or 3 days a month to go to things like this. So, having this one-day event, and I want to touch back on, and I kind of thank you for talking about what Allie was doing, because I kind of rolled right over that, but I wanted to go back to hers a little bit.
Yeah.
Because she's talking about, burnout and how business can sometimes suck the life out and creativity out of you if you're burnt out. And so I just wanted to kind of say, if you are one of those businesses that is experienced that, because your clients are not buying into your product or service as much as they are buying into your expertise and the relationships and your company and the person, more so than just the item. And so, you want to be operating on all cylinders. You don't want to be burnt out. You don't want to be there, looking like, well, I'm just here because I have to be. You want to be there because you want to be and because you love your job and your business. And so she's going to be talking to everybody about how to be your authentic self, and how to, kind of dream in color and kind of get out of that burnt out life you may be living.
It's such a mindset. It is such a mindset. And, I think one of the cool things is that these are individuals that really probably don't have business backgrounds or what you would think other people would think like all these people are. Most of the time when you see people that are, like Woody and myself and, everybody has a driven purpose, and it doesn't mean you have to have a degree behind that.
Mhm.
It's all about experience. It's all about sharing. And if you are burnt out right now, and typically around this time, most businesses start feeling that extremely heavily around the springtime.
Mhm.
And so, again, I'll go back to the self care part. This is a great way to care for your business. And I will just say, this could be a tax deductible thing for you in your business. If you pay to go to something like this, you can write this off your taxes for the
Professional
year.
There you go.
development.
Professional
Love it.
development.
Then we also have Jennifer Rollin, who is going to be
Oh.
speaking. And her seminar is called Living Wide Open, Stepping into a Life of Possibilities. And she's going to be talking about, and this is for, I feel like this is for those that maybe have that entrepreneurial spirit, or you're in a business, but let's say you're looking at growth. Like, how do I grow from where I am? I'm stuck in a rut. I'm here. I'm just kind of settled, but I feel like my business can go bigger. It
Yeah.
can get better. So she's going to be talking about how to step into those wide open spaces with new possibilities, knowing it, owning it, and living it. And so she's going to be, talking to us about all those great things. And she is a great speaker.
I like
I'm really
that.
excited.
Knowing it,
Yep.
owning it, living it.
And I'm really excited to hear more from her as well. And then we have Carrie Wright, the fabulous Carrie
Oh,
Wright, our
Carrie.
consultant and coach.
I just want to say I know her.
Yes.
We know her.
We know.
And she is going to be doing overcoming obstacles. So when adventure and challenges collide. So she's going to be talking about the delicate balance that business owners and entrepreneurs face when they are dreaming big, and you're faced with those obstacles and challenges. So she's going to be kind of playing off of Jen's a little bit, and what happens when things don't go necessarily as you plan it. Because let's be honest, things are not going to just be easy peasy lemon squeezy, let's go through and everything is
Right.
great.
Right.
There are obstacles. How do you recover from that? How do you recover from the unexpected? And I think a lot of small businesses, we just had the unexpected a couple of years ago. COVID hit. And so people are still recovering, and they're still trying to figure out some of these obstacles that are still in place. And, how can we, for lack of better words, how do you pivot? And I know a lot of people are tired of the word pivot, but, how do you do that when something
Reminds me of
unexpected?
Friends. I knew you were gonna pivot.
Yep. Little pivot. Yes. And so she's going to be talking to, I love that episode too. I'm not gonna lie. I'm such a huge friend. But yeah, so, she's going to be talking about that. And then last, but certainly not least, we have Butch Jefferson, and he will, he is, works with, the John Maxwell. He's a John
Yeah.
Maxwell leadership coach. And so he's going to be talking about, from the 15 invaluable laws of growth. So he's going to be talking about that, and, just how to be passionate about your business, your personal growth potential, because your business can only grow as much as you're personally growing yourself.
Yeah.
And so he's going to talk about how do you also grow that personal growth within yourself to become the leader you always want to be.
I believe he's going to be on fire too, because I believe he just came back, or he's currently there now. So you all are not going to want to miss this, because he's going to be fired up, ready to go, just from what he's done for his self-care time and learning under the Maxwell Leadership Company, which is fantastic. So y'all just need to do this. If you're listening again, if you're sitting by yourself and you're like, wow, I really should.
Mhm.
No, you need to. Not should, coulda, woulda. It's I'm going to. And just make that step. Chris and I are going to be there, and we would love to meet you. And I'm looking forward to learning under all these speakers, because every one of them has something to bring to the table.
Yes. I'm excited to sit back and listen to everyone as well. And we currently have about 63 businesses signed up.
Oh, wow. That is
for
excellent.
This event. I am really excited. When I first came up with this, I knew we could seat about 100. My goal was like, okay, if we get anywhere between 50 and 75, I will consider it a successful first event,
Right.
because it's just a first, time thing. If we'd only had like 10 people, I'd have been like, okay, let's think about this. But no, we're sitting at close to 65.
That's
I can
awesome.
see we have a couple more days for people to sign up. And so, I can see us growing that a little bit more. I feel like there are a lot more. There are so many small businesses out there that need to know about this. So I'm trying to push it as much as I can.
There are people listening right now that know they need to go.
Absolutely. And I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a break here. So, as you heard Kristen say earlier, CVABC members can participate for $75. Non-businesses that are not members of the CVABC can participate for $99. Now, while I don't understand why you're listening and you're not a member of the CVABC yet, because we've talked about it and we've had these conversations, but if you're not and you're still listening, if you've listened to the show, you will know this, and you can go on to our link. So you can go to cvabc.org and sign up. But when you go to the link, there is a promo code SPACE. And for those listening, you can use that promo code, which is the word Minnies, MINNIES, Minnies. And that will drop your $99 fee down to the $75
Wow.
CVABC member rate.
Heather, we were not expecting that.
Not
Y'all,
expecting
if
that
you're
at all.
listening, that's a massive gift.
So I'm
I
giving
feel-
that out today for those who have listened to the show. I feel like I'm one of those like infomercials and like, and if you call now, we'll give you a free,
Yeah.
but no. But that does include your breakfast from the fabulous, the amazing Smith Mountain Lake Coffee Shop. They are going to be providing pastries and biscuits and coffee and all the goodness. See, now Woody wants to be there. I can see his face because he knows.
Well, all you need is the Minnie's code. It's
That's it.
MINNIES.
There you go, Woody.
Can you say that one more time?
Sure, that's Minnie's MINNIES.
There we go.
Yes. So that includes your fabulous breakfast. It includes all of these speakers. It includes your lunch from the wonderful Blue Lady of Bedford. So they are providing box lunches for all of our attendees. You have your choice of ham and cheese, turkey and cheese, and chicken salad, which I think they better get ready to make a lot of chicken salad because we've had a lot of chicken salad requests. But all of these things, I know Minnie's is giving, going to have little notebooks for everyone. We're going to have some fun things. So
We're going to have a raffle too of six Disney books on leadership
Oh,
to
awesome.
hopefully talk to, so come with some money.
yes, money.
Because this is going to be a really cool raffle.
Yes, and we're excited for that, and the money for that's going to go towards the thing we can't talk about. But,
Right. Yes.
Okay, wait.
We'll talk
I'm
about
over
it.
here
We'll
like,
get
wait,
there.
don't say it, don't say
I can see his whole face. He was like, wait a minute.
Kill the mic.
Look, this ain't my first rodeo. I got it. I won't go tell anybody, but it is to help raise some money for a pretty cool event that's going to be happening in
It's going to
October.
put Lynchburg on the map, people.
And so there's
Wait a minute. Are we getting like a Disney theme park?
no, but I wish.
It has something to do with
Oh, hush. Y'all going to have to tell me after we get off air. I can't wait
I
that
could see like
long.
the heart attack in Chris's eyes. Like,
I know it.
he was like,
So as a side note,
they're
we-
listening.
he dropped the bonbons.
yeah. We have this thing in the agency where Kristen is often compared to Walt Disney because she's the the visionary,
I'm the visionary.
the Imagineer. I'm the Roy Disney, his brother.
He's the fine
Where
Yeah.
I'm the one that just kind of like, okay, this is the idea. Well, here's the card, And so as we're talking about these things, I feel like the inner Roy Disney in me is coming and saying, no, don't see it, don't see it.
Yes, no, I wasn't gonna ruin all the fun, but definitely come out to the Lead On Summit. You have until Friday to get your tickets, and we have to put in our lunch orders by then, so we got to get those tickets in. So make sure you go on and register for that. I will also mention before we go today, if you've been waiting for the new Duck Donuts in Lynchburg to open, wait no longer.
I am in trouble.
The
Come on.
CVABC will be hosting their ribbon cutting this Friday. This Friday, folks,
Oh.
10 a.m.
Even the
at
train's excited.
Yeah.
Iron Train came through. He's probably bringing the donuts as we speak.
He's
getting them
going
ready,
back. He's going back to the mall.
getting them ready. But yeah, so the Duck Donuts in Lynchburg will be opening. We're doing kind of their soft opening ribbon cutting on Friday, 10 a.m. Their grand opening is Saturday. and Sunday. And the first 25 in line get a free year, I think,
Of
of Duck
donuts.
Donuts. Yep, if you're the first 25. So wait for Black Friday lines at the Duck
Yeah.
Donuts in Lynchburg.
First 25
Time to go get the
Saturday and
tent.
First 25 Sunday.
Yep. And then
It's like
we
a Black
also-
Friday thing,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And then we also have the pleasure and honor of doing. We have actually 2 more ribbon cuttings. We have one tomorrow at noon at our office in Forest for the Answer Network. They are actually, if you're a business that needs help answering phones, like you're small and you just need that phone help, the Answer Network is definitely, you want to come out and learn more about what they do, because they're a telephone answering service for small business. And then last but certainly not least, Holy Heaven Cookie Company.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Yes, I'm so proud of her.
Yes, has moved
Oh.
into the downtown farmers market in Lynchburg, and you are going to want to visit her. We are hosting her ribbon cutting Friday at 1. So I'm eating donuts at 10, cookies at 1. Woody, the diabetes is running strong today.
I feel like this is
But,
on the
like-
food
I
pyramid
feel my
somewhere.
sugar. I feel my sugar.
Yeah.
I feel it.
So we're going to be there to host that ribbon cutting, and then her grand opening is Saturday, and she is giving a slice of cookie cake to the first 100
Oh, come on.
people that
Oh.
come out.
All this generosity coming.
Oh,
This is
my word.
fantastic.
This is what small businesses do. They
They-
love
yes.
on others, and I love them. And with that, we are going to close out today. Come to Lead On.
Hi, everyone.
And thank you so much to Chris and Kristen for being here with us today.
To Heather.
And you know what? Talk locally to each other. Go shop at a local small business. Next Wednesday, we'll talk local to you. See ya.